What's up with it, y'all? It's JD and I'm back with another quick video. In today's video we're going to go over 5 reasons why intermittent fasting might not be working for you. And before we get into the video, if you're interested in fitness, health, and overall growth content, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Hit that notification bell so you can get updated every time I drop new content. But let's get back into the video. So first and foremost, what are some of the main reasons why people choose to go the route of intermittent fasting or just fasting in general? I would probably say the top 2 reasons is to lose weight and to lose body fat. So if you fall under these categories, these are going to be 5 things that you might be doing wrong that might be holding you back from, achieving those goals of losing weight or losing body fat. So the number one thing that I think people kind of get wrong when it comes down to their intermittent fasting is the type of things that you can consume while you're in the middle of your fast, while you're in that fasting window. It might be 16 hours, might be 18 hours, might be 24, whatever it might be. So 2 drinks that I consume on a regular basis while I'm in that fasted window is going to be coffee and it's going to be tea. But the way that I drink my coffee and the way that I drink my tea is going to be black coffee, and it's also going to be tea with nothing added in it. No sugar, no cream, no sweeteners, none of that. So if you're consuming these drinks with no sweeteners, no creams, no sugars, you're fine. But a lot of times people think that they can get away with, a dash of cream or maybe a little bit of sugar. And what that can do is that can potentially break your fast. There's a lot of different information out there, and some of the information that I've seen says that you can have up to 40 or 50 calories during your fast. But the way that I go about my fasting is I'd rather play it safe than sorry. So for me personally, I want to keep the calories to 0 if possible. And I believe that if you drink like black coffee, I believe that has maybe about 5 calories in it or something like that. Or tea, maybe, I don't know, who knows, maybe 1 or 2 calories. But the best way to play it is to play it safe. Drink no calorie drinks. If so, stick to things like water, sparkling water, black coffee, and tea. So when it comes down to these 0-calorie drinks, though, there are some 0-calorie drinks that can break your fast. I remember I had a client maybe about a year ago, and he was asking me, could he drink some energy drink that was 0 calories, 0 sugar? But I kind of did my research on it, and it showed that if you drink these energy drinks, even if they have 0 calories, 0 sugar, what they do is they trigger an insulin response. And once your insulin levels raise up, that breaks your intermittent fasting. So that's something that you're going to want to stay away from as well. And when it comes down to anything that you're putting in your body while you're on an intermittent fast, the safe thing to do is maybe go, Google it, research it, see if you can find out any information if these things, might trigger an insulin response. Another thing I believe that triggers insulin response is branched chain amino acids. I know a lot of people like to use those for like a pre-workout or something like that. So you probably want to stay away from those as well. So number 2 on the list for why intermittent fasting hasn't been working for you is going to be that you're not eating at a caloric deficit, or you're not even just eating at your caloric baseline in general. You might have even been eating at a caloric surplus. And the reason behind this is because, even though you're intermittent fasting, you might have 16, 18, 20-hour window where you're not eating anything. If you choose to binge eat while you're in your, feeding window, that can put you into a caloric surplus. And when you're in that caloric surplus, it's going to be, practically impossible. Actually, if you're in a caloric surplus, it's going to be impossible to lose any weight. So number 3 on the list for why intermittent fasting might not be working for you is going to be the types of foods that you're eating. You might be eating the wrong types of foods. And what are the wrong types of foods? Processed sugars, processed foods, things that come out of a package. All these type of things are going to, throw off your intermittent fasting and throw off these gains that you're going to be looking for from intermittent fasting. So what types of foods should you be eating? A healthy diet pretty much consists of a lot of whole foods. So you're talking about fruits, vegetables, if you're in, good protein sources, preferably if you can get organic for all of these things, that'd be best. But, if you can't get organic, that's fine as well. But the main thing is that you're going to be trying to eat as many whole foods as possible. Stay away from those processed foods. Another thing that people kind of tend to not really realize is that you can be drinking a lot of calories as well. So if you're somebody who likes to go to Starbucks and get frappuccinos, or if you're somebody who likes to drink sodas, or you like to drink a lot of juice, these drinks actually have a lot of calories in them, and they can add up quick. So these are also things that can kind of put you into that caloric surplus range. And another thing that I believe is one of the things that holds a lot of people back when they're first starting their fitness and health journey is protein shakes. Protein shakes are, fine if you're somebody who's, maybe a hard gainer and you're trying to get that extra source of protein, or if you're just somebody who maybe is a vegan or something like that and you're not getting enough protein intake from your regular diet. But you have to keep in mind that, these protein shakes can be extremely high in calories. So by drinking protein shakes, if you're somebody who's looking to lose weight or you're somebody who's looking to lose body fat, protein shakes might not be the best thing for you. So I would be careful about the type of drinks that you consume. I'll be careful with the types of foods that you're consuming in general. All right, guys, so number 4 on the list is going to be activity levels. Some people are intermittent fasting and they're actually not training. Intermittent fasting is a tool that you have on your tool belt. It's not the answer for everything. So you still have to be doing your resistance training. You still have to be doing your cardio. You still have to be going hard on your workouts in general if you want to have that, that athletic look, or maybe you just want to lose some weight or lose some body fat or get a muscular look or whatever type of look you're going for. That might be holding you back as well when it comes down to fat loss and weight loss when it comes with intermittent fasting. But another thing, even if you are training in your intermittent fasting, your overall activity levels need to be high as well. So if you're just going out and you're going to the gym for an hour a day, but then when you come back home from the gym and you're living an extremely sedentary lifestyle, honestly, you're probably still not going to be burning enough calories throughout the day. So you need to know what your basal metabolic rate is. That's the amount of calories that'll kind of keep you at the same weight throughout the day, even if you get no activity. And then you need to kind of figure out from there, how many calories am I burning versus how many calories am I taking in. So then you're probably going to want to be on a caloric deficit, from that angle. So how do we stay active other than just our working out in our time in the gym or at the calisthenics park or wherever we're getting our workouts in? We need to have active hobbies. We should be taking walks every day. We should have hobbies like playing basketball, tennis. These are just certain things that I do. I go surfing, maybe a couple times a week out here in Hawaii. There's hiking that you can do. All different types of hobbies that you can do to stay active. When you spend time with your friends, it doesn't just need to be over a meal or at a bar having drinks. You can do active things with your friends. Take walks, go running, do whatever, whatever it may be. Play some type of sports. There's plenty of different options, plenty of different things that can help you lead a more active lifestyle. So what's the number 5 reason on why intermittent fasting might not be working for you? And that's because you're being too impatient and you're trying to lose weight too fast. So intermittent fasting means that you're fasting and you're, withholding yourself from eating for a certain time period throughout the day. It does not mean that you should starve yourself. So you need to have a healthy relationship when it comes down to food. When you're starving yourself, all that does is set you up for a big binge eating session. So if you're, having a real hard time mentally with the intermittent fasting, you don't need to intermittent fast every single day. Give yourself a break, take it easy on yourself. This is a process, this is a journey. You're on a weight loss or a fat loss journey, you're on a health and fitness journey. This isn't something that's going to happen overnight. Intermittent fasting is not starving yourself and expecting yourself to lose 20 pounds in a month. Those are unrealistic goals, and then honestly that actually might be pretty unhealthy depending on how you do it. So that's one thing I would recommend. Make sure that you're patient with this process. Don't try to do things overnight. It's just like anything else when it comes down to fitness. You're not going to build up a physique of a Greek god overnight. You're not going to be able to, if you're just starting out calisthenics, you're not going to be able to do muscle ups, handstands, back levers. That stuff doesn't come in 3 months. It takes years for people to acquire these skills. Just like it takes maybe, if you've been eating unhealthy for 6 years, 10 years, 15 years, you can't expect to lose all of that weight in a matter of 2 to 3 months. It just doesn't make sense. You know what I mean? It took time for you to harm your body. Now it's going to take time for you to build your body back up. But anyways, guys, if you guys would like more information on intermittent fasting, hit my website up. I have an ebook about intermittent fasting. You can go ahead and purchase that on my website. Go to Travelsthenix.com. Also, if you guys would like a free consultation with me about fasting, diet, fitness, calisthenics, just overall health, hit up my website. That's Travelsthenix.com. Book a free consultation with me today. We can map out a blueprint for you to get in the best shape of your life. Hope everybody's having a great day out there. I'll holler at you guys later. Peace.